Police are asking for your help. They're trying to track down a pair of suspects in a Monday bank robbery. It happened at the Wells Fargo Bank in Center Point. We would like for you to take a look at these pictures. Jefferson County deputies say two men entered the bank about 11:15 Monday. They were brandishing a weapon and demanding that money be placed in a brown paper bag. The pair fled on foot to a nearby apartment. If you have any information, you are urged to call the Jefferson County Sheriff's Department. That number is 325-1450. Or you can call Crime Stoppers at 254-7777. You do not have to give your name, and there is a cash reward offered for information leading to an arrest. Meanwhile, police in Lincoln are still on the lookout for the people who literally ripped an ATM out of its concrete base yesterday. Investigators say the suspect stole a forklift from a nearby construction site and then used it to tear the ATM from its pedestal. They escaped with the machine in a pickup truck. If you have any information, please contact the Lincoln Police Department.
A second day in court today for the U.S. Army private accused of leaking hundreds of secret documents to WikiLeaks. It is a continuance of the preliminary hearing for Army intelligence analyst Bradley Manning to see if he should be court-martialed for his role in the biggest leak of U.S. secrets in American history. Private Manning faces 22 charges, including aiding the enemy. He's accused of stealing and leaking State and Defense Department secrets while serving as an intelligence analyst in Iraq in 2009 and 2010. Meanwhile, the man who planted a bomb along a Martin Luther King Jr. Day parade route in Spokane, Washington, received his sentence today. A judge gave Kevin Harpan 32 years in prison after he pleaded guilty to attempting to use a weapon of mass destruction and attempting to commit a federal hate crime in January. Harpan unsuccessfully tried to withdraw his plea hours before today's sentencing. His defense questioned whether the explosive device in question met the legal definition of a bomb.
$20 a week. That's roughly what you would be losing if lawmakers in Washington fail to extend the payroll tax credit. The deadline to do so is the end of the month. Now, this is a break in the amount you would pay towards Social Security taxes. The Senate has approved extending the cuts for 2 months. Today, the House rejected that bill. Republicans, who control the House, insist that tax cuts be passed for an entire year. It will be difficult now to resolve the differences because many members of Congress have already gone home for the holidays.
They went ahead and did the right thing. I need the Speaker and House Republicans to do the same.
I need the president to help out, all right?
House Speaker John Boehner wants the president to call those senators back to Washington for more talks. But the Senate's top Democrat says he will not negotiate.
One local school system could soon experience drastic reforms to help close the achievement gap. But as CBS 42's Lee Garner explains, the change sparking the most interest could keep children in the classroom year-round.
I just felt surprised.
A vote on a series of proposed reforms, including a year-round calendar for select schools in the Tuscaloosa city system, was scheduled to go before the board tonight. But the man behind the proposal decided to pull back.
We could get more information to the public. The board could ask us more questions. There are some questions that we even have, such as cost.
Now McKendrick says that it's unlikely that a decision will go before the board until late in January. McKendrick says the decision to delay is not because of roadblocks or controversy. In fact, more schools have requested to be included in the reforms.
They lose a lot of the information with a 3-month break. And number two, it also help the teachers, I feel, because just when they get ready to get burned out, they'll get a break to regroup and recuperate themselves so they can better serve our children.
If what we've done in the past, if it has not worked, then let's try something else. So we just have to sit back and just know at the end of the day that these decisions are being made for the best interest of the children. And it's not about the adults. It's about the children.
There is something for every child in any of the schools that we're looking at that child is going to benefit. Is either going to be accelerated or is going to be remediated.
If the proposal passes, 7 schools will begin a year-round calendar next fall. Lee Garner, CBS 42 News.
Dr. McKendrick says he hopes to have 2 more community meetings to get input about the reforms, including year-round school sometime in January. Well, research from the Association for Supervision and Curriculum Development finds that learning loss is a real problem for students, especially for economically disadvantaged students.
And then another study found that the subjects students forget the most over the summer are math and spelling. So, what about eliminating summer vacation? Well, the research found that students who go to year-round school do as well or slightly better than those in traditional schools. The study also indicated year-round education may be especially helpful for students from low-income families. And it shows that students, parents, and teachers who participate in a year-round school tend to have positive attitudes about the experience.
There is a flip side. The people at childparenting.com cite studies that find school maintenance costs, including day-to-day upkeep and utilities, can increase by up to 10% if schools are open for longer. Also, budgets and staffing issues simply may not allow for extended school programs. Students who have difficulty with attention are unlikely to get more out of a longer school day. After-school activities such as sports or the arts may suffer or get lost in the shuffle or budget if school days are longer, and students in year-round school may miss out on opportunities to spend time with children of other ages. Now, you can find links to both the ASCD and child parenting on our website at CBS42.com.
Students returned to class after a dangerous bacteria was linked to several illnesses at 3 different schools in Springville. Several cases of Shigella were reported at Springville Elementary. At least one case was reported in Springville High School and Springville Middle. A thorough cleanup of all 3 schools has now been completed. Another cleanup is planned for this evening at Springville Elementary. The principal says there's no reason for parents to be concerned, but if their children are sick, they are urged to keep them at home.
Now, while we were downtown at the DYS Toy Drive today, giving out the toys, the rain just looked like it was about to come. The sky was dark and...
Yeah, the skies are getting darker, and then a little bit of drizzle started, and then the rain came. So we're now on track. This is going to be the first of 3 waves of rain we've got over the next 4 to 5 days. So it's going to be a rather active weather pattern for much of Alabama throughout the course of the next couple of days at least. Let's start off with a view, though, of a Christmas tree right in front of the old cathedral there in St. Louis. Now, you can't see much of the arch because it's in cloud cover, a lot like our tower camera. It's pretty cloudy in many spots across much of the southeast as well as into the nation's heartland. Out to our picture from our hometown forecast. This will help brighten the day a bit. Great shot out of Trussville from Dabney Shook. Love the picture of the rainbow there. Thanks so much to Dabney for sending that in. Temperatures tomorrow into the upper 60s again. Now, we didn't warm up quite this much throughout our day today. It does look like most of the southeast, though, will see numbers in the upper 60s to low 70s by tomorrow afternoon. Rain, though, is likely throughout the course of the day. It's all going to start tonight, go through parts of the day tomorrow into tomorrow afternoon, then starting to gradually scale back. Email us your pictures, by the way, to hometown at CBS42.com. Right now, our 42 Titan 3D radar shows a solid rain now just to the south and east of Anniston, Fruithurst, all the way down into East Alabama. We got a pretty steady, consistent rainfall, and about the same now for Livingston, back up into Utah. Tuscaloosa, a few light showers, but not much going on around the Birmingham area, although there has been a little bit of drizzle, making roads a little slippery for this evening's commute. And there is more rain out to the west. Look at all of the showers and even thunderstorms across Mississippi back into Louisiana. And this, again, is wave number 1. This will be the first of the 3 that will pass through here. And eventually, we'll get another cold front to swing through Alabama later in the week, helping to cool us off just a bit. Temperatures range from 55 in Gadsden to 62 in Birmingham, 69 now in Tuscaloosa. All of these temperatures will be going down gradually, but not a whole lot overnight tonight. Cloud cover and rain throughout the course of the night tonight. It's going to be hit and miss throughout most of the area. It's just going to be on again, off again throughout most of our Wednesday as well. And then the chance of showers and thunderstorms will back off. It looks like tomorrow evening will be mostly cloudy. Then once we get into Thursday, watch as we look out towards the north and west, more showers and thunderstorms building in. Some of these storms could be a bit hefty. We'll certainly have to watch them carefully. But throughout our Thursday, that chance of rain and thunderstorms will be linear and pushing through